Rare to see someone Lillard's age be able to be so calm and collected when that fourth quarter rolls around. I think it's a tribute to his level of confidence, and that confidence is mixed with humility, and that's a nice combination that allows him to perform well late in games.
Pierce wide open, he fires. And again, Washington with the triple.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
Kicks it to Batum. Over in the corner, Matthews. Right side, Matthews. There's the pass to Keenan. Taken away by Nene. And Beal kicks to Wall. The dish now to Beal. Clock at 6. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Well, you look at the way he approaches the game, the way Lillard can take over as a playmaker, and he has all the ingredients really to dominate the fourth quarter.
It's a big reason why he led the Blazers back in so many games last year and even exploded for 25 points in one fourth quarter. So, you know, that game still sticks out to me as one of the most dominating performances I've seen, and it just shows how talented this kid is.
And Portland making a change here. Aldridge is checked in. And the Wizards making a change here. Gortat's checked in for Kevin Seraphin. Nene comes in for Chris Humphries. Pierce is checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And John Wall subbed in for Sessions. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And here are some big men who, when they get it in tight, are as close to a sure thing as we've got. Here are the top field goal percentage leaders among NBA centers and power forwards. Third is Marcin Gortat.
And you look at that list, most of the guys there have that unique combination of power and finesse. A very physical presence with an equally soft touch.
And that kind of combo blend is what can turn a good offensive big man into a great one, fellas.
Outside for Batum. The second chance effort. Here's Lillard. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. Damian Lillard, drafted with the Sixers pick back in 2011. That pick, guys, acquired from the Nets in an exchange for Gerald Wallace. Steve, I'd say a pretty good trade for the Blazers.
Yeah, well, remember the Nets were in win-now mode. They were trying to keep Darren Williams happy, so they felt like the trade for Wallace would do that. The Blazers, in turn, I mean, they were rebuilding, and so they found the perfect deal at the right time and ended up drafting the future Rookie of the Year.
Now here's McCollum. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Aldridge. Portland again missing.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Well, it's kind of been the story here today, hasn't it, Clark?
And Lillard's star is continuing to rise, but you know, he still thrives on that underdog status. He shrugs off the hype, doesn't really let it affect him. Still looks at himself as a two-star recruit from Weber State, fighting for respect, and it's serving him well as he continues to grow as an NBA player.
Aaron Aflalo, who's checked in for Damian Lillard.
And Lillard embracing the humble, grinding persona. And he plays the game with tremendous confidence, an assassin's mentality, and his disposition has really rubbed off on this entire Blazer team.
That's a two from Matthews. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Not really the shot they were looking for, but still they got it to go.
Wall attacking. The kick out to Pierce. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Pierce has got it back down to single digits for the Wizards. Now a timeout called by Portland. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Trailblazers lead by 9. From Portland, we're back in a moment. The second half just about to get going here. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
He is a dynamic scorer, guys. That much we know. And I'll tell you what, his talent was on full display there in the first half.
Steve, he is a hard man to keep down, and so far, they've been unable to do it.
Batum and Aldridge are the power tandem. Lillard and Matthews pair up in the backcourt. And it's Lopez in the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Now, Portland, Oregon is a very different kind of NBA town. The popular motto around here is keep Portland weird. So a sort of counterculture that the fans and the citizens in Portland embrace. But it's a one-team town, and fans have always shown incredible support for their beloved Blazers.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, gentlemen, there is no doubting LaMarcus Aldridge has emerged as a leader for this Blazers team. As Coach Stott said, this is his team. He's taken the leadership role. He's more vocal, everybody looks up to him, and he has the respect of all the players. And guys, Aldridge is a multiple-time All-Star, but it's the intangibles he's brought that have made all the difference.
Great stuff, Doris. Thanks. And Portland, one of the smaller markets. They've got the weather situation, a little bit rainy up there. Not a top free agent destination, but great history.
Yeah, and for some players, it can really connect and click for them. You know, Damian Lillard said that Portland just fits it, feels like home. And Robert Lopez said, hey, I'm a little bit weird myself. So for players with a bit of renegade or a different approach in their DNA, they fit right in, man.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
John Wall is becoming very efficient running the pick and roll. He's got a nice pull-up from the right elbow if the defender decides to sag off or go under the screen, and if they play up on him, he can blow right by him. So because of his finishing ability, that's a tough cover.
And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
No, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for the Wizards. Humphries comes in for Nene. There's Beal with the three. It's rebounded by Aldridge. And Wall has some good big men to work with running that pick and roll. Nene, very mobile. Steve, a great finisher.
Yeah, and of course, Marcin Gortat spent a couple years running the pick and roll with Steve Nash in Phoenix. So, you know, he's had some pointers for Wall, too. All in all, you love to see the chemistry that has developed between all those players.
And here's Wall. Following the three from Wesley Matthews. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And let's take a quick peek at the 2K leaderboard and the steal leaders from the point guard spot for the last 10 games. John Wall, fourth.
And with these guys, they're always going to give you an outstanding effort at both ends of the floor. And it takes very aggressive defense to put up steal numbers like that.
And that kind of aggression is exactly what you need from your point guard, Steve. At the point of attack, he sets the tone for your defense. And this bunch gives their counterparts very little room to operate on the perimeter.
Beal gets a wide open look. And another miss by Washington.
He's killing them with his poor shooting. The defense is more than willing to give him those shots now.
Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. Let's check out the standings in the Western Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. We'll take a look at the Warriors. And checking out Portland, tied right now. Washington calls timeout. Chris Kaman is checked in for Portland. And then for Washington, Gortat's checked in for Kevin Seraphin. And it's Nene in for Chris Humphries. All with it. Matthews covering. They get it back. Pierce kicks to Beal. The three. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession.
All right, a chance to check out some stats for LaMarcus Aldridge. What a run he's had. The past few weeks have been just tremendous for him. Second in blocks, fifth in rebounding, and he's really worked hard at his offensive game. He ranks in the top 10 in that category, points per game.
And of the numbers you tossed out there, Steve, I think his blocks ranking may be the most impressive to me. I mean, that's some rugged defense this guy's been playing.
Well, the Wizards very high on their young, athletic backcourt of John Wall and Bradley Beal. Both so young and lively. They can run the floor and score. I get the feeling they feel like the backcourt is really the foundation for this franchise moving forward.
And Beal with his great outside shooting. A nice compliment to John Wall.
You know, you watch Wall, how much he's improved as a shooter, but he's best really attacking off the dribble. With Beal spacing the floor, I think they make a nice 1-2 punch.
Aaron Aflalo. He's checked in for Portland. Collin comes in for Damian Lillard.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
And it's Aldridge missing.
Well, I don't like to see anybody miss a layup. Well, that was painful to watch.
The shot by Pierce will not go. Portland leading by 8. Batum with the ball. Now Beal defending. McCollum dishes to Batum. Deflects the pass. Just 5 to shoot. Follow the pass to Batum. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Batum's got 4 points this quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, if you just looked at assists as the measuring stick, they've been by far the better team.
Got it off in time. Can't get it to go. Wizards trail by 10. So the Wizards 5 right now. Find them out there with Ramon Sessions. Then it's Chris Humphries. Then it's Otto Porter Jr. And it's Serafin in at the 5, roaming the paint.
He was one step ahead of the defense when he fired that pass for the assist.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.